and welcome back to Gothtober. This is our fourth instalment of the Gothic Fiction Readathon, where we don't actually expect you to read anything. Essentially, if you're not familiar with Gothtober, this is an annual Gothic fiction themed readathon where we have a variety of different prompts. We encourage you to read BIPOC, LGBT and disability rep books, but you are allowed to read one book for all of the prompts or as many books as you like. We like to make this nice and easy because we know that coming towards the end of the year, reading slumps are a thing. People have stuff they're going to. This year's been weird anyway, so plans might happen. We'll have reading sprints and all sorts of things. We just like people to get involved and become more familiar with a genre that we, the hosts, and I will get to them in a sec, absolutely adore. I'm one of the hosts. I'm Hannah, if you haven't met me before. My other two co-hosts are Olivia from Olivia's Catastrophe and Tish, who is currently under Caffeine Dreams, but they change their channel often. So I will leave all their information down below. But essentially, we've been doing this for 4 years. For 4 years, and I get excited every time. This year's theme is creature feature. So if you've seen a spooky film that has a monster at the centre, that is the kind of vibe we are going for this year. Much like last year as well, this is going to be a build your own TBR game. Now, last time you worked your way through some dialogue prompts. This year, in a kind of Frankenstein-esque laboratory, you are going to be creating your own monster and thus your own monster TBR. Now, you get to choose which setting you want to follow. Each choice is allocated to a different prompt. So if you choose differently each time, you'll end up with different prompts. That's just how we like to build up a TBR here. So go with the one that feels like the right vibe for you, because there are some wild prompts. There are some wild monster related prompts. A storm's coming, that's all I'm gonna say. Every year we also host different events, so there will be reading sprints, quiz nights, there's going to be a craft evening, all sorts of things, and we just really like people to come along and get involved. If Gothic fiction is not your thing, don't worry, you're allowed to read any books from any genre with these prompts. These prompts are related to Gothic fiction, but not exclusive to. So feel free to get as creative and flexible as going to suit you for this readathon. We want you to have fun at the end of the day. We're not going to force you to read a genre you don't like, but we also really enjoy celebrating spooky season. For the first year, we have an Instagram. If you haven't seen it, the link is down below. We're going to be posting our recommendations on there, but we will also be posting books related to the Instagram challenge that Olivia has very kindly put together. We always do an Instagram challenge, but we've never actually had an Instagram for you to tag before. We do now. So if you go along and follow that, that would be great. We will still be hosting some reading sprints over on Twitter, and we will also be hosting reading sprints on our channels as well. We're not really doing merch this year. We've talked to Becca at Grace and Honey as to whether we're going to get candles, but those have not been confirmed yet because Becca is traveling a lot and is also looking to do her own readathon in October. So just bear that in mind, that there's no ill will there. We might not have Gothtober candles this year. We're also not doing the hoodies this year because they were a bit of a faff to pre-order. But if it's something that you're interested in, please leave a comment down below, because I would love to get some more merch out for Gothtober, but it just hasn't worked out for this year. We've had other priorities, and like I said, it's been a really weird year. It always gets to a point in the filming of an announcement video where I feel like I should be filling time with something because I've only been talking for a few minutes, but I don't think there is anything else. I feel like the Instagram and Twitter were clear, reading sprints and events was clear, the game is down below, but other than that, have at. Let me know what's on your TBR, because I am so hyped for this. Coming up with different themes each year is always my favourite bit, but then seeing how you guys respond to those prompts is I just really enjoy it. So feel free to leave me a comment down below to let me know how excited you are. If you just want to leave an emoji to say that you were here, feel free to leave a little skull. Treat yourself to something from Waypoint because it supports me and my content, and most importantly, have a spooky day. Well, this year, in a kind of horrendous Frankenstein-esque chaos-fueled, how am I going to say this?
No.
the way you ran. I really hope I got the thumbs up as well.
I don't know, because it wouldn't have started yet. Or did it? Are we going to find out?
I can find out for you. Do you want me to? Yeah. Okay.